Hey everybody, it's Mark T here. Time for video number 3 for you. Now this is, a little random. But one thing that's always kind of pissed me off, I've recently started watching Family Guy. I've seen seasons 1 through 9, all over again. And a few things pop me up. This is basically just a just like a continuity rant. I know it's kind of, stupid because rants generally get started, on their own, but, let's go into this. Now, where to start? Okay, now we have Peter Griffin, okay? He's the main character of the Family Guy television show, okay? Now, his name is Peter Griffin. Now, earlier in season 1 or 2, I can't really remember, we find out that he is biologically black. Related to Mr. Nate Griffin, who was his ancestor from, like hundreds of years before. Okay, so we got that. We got a solid strain of, relations. Nate to Peter. Okay? Straight up. That's there. I'm not gonna go into the fact that, Nate seemed to hook up with, Lois's ancestor, but you know what? It's too much work. I'm not gonna get into that. Moving on. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Nate related to Peter. That's a biological imperative. That's there. That's straight up there. Okay. Now, a little while after that, we get to the episode where Peter's dad dies. He dies from Peter crushing him while on a unicycle. He gets crushed, and, he just dies. He says he's a fat, stinking drunk, okay? And then Peter goes into therapy, and basically, he finds out that Francis Griffin wasn't actually his father. So, we find that his biological father, his name is Mickey McFittigan, okay? His real father. Okay, so he has an Irish dad, a drunken Irish dad, as we all remember the tune, okay? So, now this strays away, okay? Instead of Nate supposedly hitting straight to Peter, it doesn't. Nate just disappeared. You throw it out of the way. Since Peter is biologically, related to McFittigan. He doesn't change his name, I assume, for legal reasons, and just for the simple fact that, it's just a way to honor the father that took him in, as a real son. Okay? So, after that, yeah, we're like this, okay? Mickey related to Peter. That is the real thing. He was never related to Griffins, that's straight up, that's it, that's the cutting point. Then, we reach one of the last episodes of season 7 or 6, okay? And, okay, it hits on a point, okay? We get to see this part where this woman that sees Peter's past, telling him that he is the one that actually, is ancestor in finding Quahog. That makes sense. For certain reasons. It's clear that Quahog is this famous land, and that's where he originates from. Okay, so we got that. That's fine. His name is Griffin Peterson. That is where I draw the line. Okay, Griffin Peterson, obviously play on Peter Griffin. So, if they call him Griffin Peterson because Peter's name is Peter Griffin, then that doesn't make much sense at all. He kept the name Griffin purely because it was his stepfather's last name. That's fine. But, why the hell would they name a character that's supposed to be him, that's supposed to be the founder of Quahog, Griffin Peterson? It should be McFittigan Peterson, because that would make more sense. That makes no sense at all, unless it's by pure speculation, It has nothing to do with last names at all. But the thing is that when it comes to family relations, a last name sticks. It doesn't die, it sticks and goes on through all the biology of the family genetics. That's the way it is. His name is McFittigan, not Griffin. That's his last name. McFittigan. That's his last name. So why the hell is someone that's supposed to be in his previous life named Griffin Peterson? That makes no sense. Okay. And moving that aside, we go into this other episode, and we find out that Peter is a Mexican immigrant. Okay, like you'd assume that with this Griffin Peterson episode, that you assume like they're just throwing the continuity out of the wall. They just completely ignore the fact that he was actually related to Mickey McFittigan. Okay, but then we go into this other episode where his mom clearly explains that she found out Peter's actual father was Mickey McFittigan. Okay, she knew it was a drunken Irish guy. Okay, so she tried to have an abortion while in Mexico, and then Peter was born, and then, you know, so on and so forth. He was born, he's a Mexican immigrant. That has nothing to do with this at all. But that's her clearly expressing that he is related to Mickey. And then we go into another episode, and Peter states, you know, tells the backstory about Nate Griffin, and then this is just so far all around. Maybe this is before or after a couple of episodes, but the point still stands that it doesn't make any sense. Why the hell is he still consider himself related to Nate Griffin when they have no real biological imparity? They don't have the same last name. In fact, it even states that in this episode, that Nate Griffin's name is named Nate Griffin. It's a name that was given to him by the slave owners. Like, god damn it, people. I'm not such a, I can believe with certain continuities not making sense, but why the hell do they keep pushing this on? Okay, either you stick with the fact that his name is Peter Griffin, and then just keep that solid. Don't even bring up Mickey McFittigan ever again. Or you keep in the fact that he is actually related to Mickey McFittigan. You make that, you know, his thing, and stop putting in other historical facts that his name is not actually, you know, Griffin. Like, fuck, I'm sorry. I realize this is a stupid thing to rant about, but it really pisses me off that they keep bringing this up and then never mention it in other episodes. What the hell's the point? And in fact, why not even just drop Peter's lineage altogether? Stop talking about it. It's so stupid to even discuss. Like, God, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. If you've enjoyed watching this video, I certainly enjoyed making it. Not really, but, you know, it's just bleh. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Video number 3. 2 more to go.